My name lingers in your breath, an echo you can never fully silence. I carve myself in your hesitations, the invisible scar you never confess. I want to be the ache you don't speak of but never escape. Mark me on the edges of your soul where light fears to linger. I am the secret you carry when loneliness feels like home. I want to be the name written in the wounds you hide with smiles. My presence haunts your quiet moments, the shadow beneath your calm. I carved my name into your forgotten dreams, a silent claim of longing. I want to be the ache that breaks through your carefully built walls. Mark me where your heart still trembles, even when you pretend it doesn't. I am the pulse beneath your silence, the truth you never voice aloud. I want to be the shadow that lingers after love walks away. My name burns quietly in the spaces you dare not touch. I carved myself beneath your skin, a secret you'll never reveal. I want to be the ache that lives in your unspoken regrets. Mark me in your breathless pauses, the moments where everything shifts. I am the ghost of what you lost, the name that won't fade. I want to be the wound you trace when the world turns its back. My presence is the silence after your storm, the calm you fear. I carved my name into the fabric of your restless nights. I want to be the ache you carry when no one watches. Mark me in the spaces where love once burned, but now only sighs remain. I am the whisper beneath your doubts, a secret too fierce to speak. I want to be the name etched on your soul's deepest scars. My name is the shadow you feel when loneliness creeps in. I carved myself into your hesitation, an invisible wound you never heal. I want to be the ache that breaks through your silent defenses. Mark me in the corners of your mind where no light reaches. I am the pulse beneath your quiet sorrow, the name you never say. I want to be the ghost that haunts your forgotten prayers. My presence lingers where your heart still aches in silence. I carved my name beneath your smile, a secret burning slow. I want to be the ache you cradle in your loneliest hours. Mark me where your silence screams louder than any word ever could. I am the shadow in your restless dreams, the ache you hide. I want to be the name you whisper when no one is listening. My name haunts the spaces between your heartbeats, unrelenting and true. I carved myself into your soul's cracks, a mark that won't fade. I want to be the ache that stays long after goodbye fades. Mark me in your quiet surrender where love and pain collide. I am the invisible thread woven through your memories and regrets. I want to be the name you never say aloud, but always feel. My presence is the shadow beneath your fragile, calm, and quiet tears. I carved my name into your forgotten nights, a silent testament. I want to be the ache that turns your silence into fire. Mark me. In the space between your fears and desires unspoken, I'm the pulse beneath your regrets, the ghost you can't forget. I want to be the secret you guard behind your strongest smile. My name lingers in your breath, an echo you can't escape. I carve myself into your hesitation, a wound you never confess. I want to be the ache you hide from yourself but never forget. Mark me in the corners of your soul where shadows gather quietly. I am the whisper beneath your calm, the truth you dare not speak. I want to be the ghost that lives in your loneliest hours. My presence haunts your silence like a prayer left unanswered. I carved my name beneath your smile, a secret burning slow. I want to be the ache that breaks your silence with quiet fire. Mark me in the spaces where your heart aches but won't speak. I am the shadow in your restless dreams, the name you hide deep. I want to be the name whispered in your solitude and longing. My name haunts the cracks where your soul once broke free. I carved myself into your quiet surrender, an invisible claim. I want to be the ache you cradle when the world is still. Mark me where your silence hides a storm waiting to break. I am the pulse beneath your calm, a secret you can't deny. I want to be the name your heart calls when no one hears. My presence lingers where your pain and love intertwine fiercely. I carved my name into your hesitation, a mark of sacred ache. I want to be the ache that stays long after words are gone. Mark me in your breathless pauses where longing becomes eternal. I am the ghost of love's loss, the shadow that never fades. I want to be the wound you trace when the world turns away. My name is the silence that screams beneath your calm facade. I carved myself beneath your skin, an invisible claim of longing. I want to be the ache you carry when no one watches. Mark me in the spaces where love and pain silently collide. I am the whisper beneath your doubts, a secret you can't speak. I want to be the name etched on your soul's deepest wounds. Mark me in the spaces you dare not speak, where longing lives untouched. I'm the invisible thread through your memories, a name you carry quietly. I want to be the mark left when love fades, the echo you can't escape. My name burns in your quiet moments, an untold story of sacred pain. I carved myself into your soul's edges, a whisper no one else hears. I want to be the ache that never leaves, the name you never say aloud. I am a shadow in your longing, the mark you hide from yourself. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote and subscribe for more. I want to be the ache between your heartbeats, an imprint no time can erase. My name burns quietly where your silence screams the loudest. I'm the invisible scar hiding beneath your guarded smile. Mark me in your restless nights, where memories bleed without mercy. I carve myself into your absence, where no one else dares to follow. I want to be the truth you bury. Deep in your soul's shadows, my name lingers in the corners of your solitude, a silent claim. I am the whisper beneath your regrets, unseen, but never forgotten. Mark me where your hope once lived and quietly died. I want to be the weight of a name you carry without knowing. My presence haunts your calm, an echo only your heart recognizes. I carved my name on the parts of you no one touches. I want to be the ache that steals your breath in lonely rooms. My name is the fire that never burns out in your quiet. I am the mark left on your soul's most fragile places. Mark me in the spaces where love turned to ghostly silence. I want to be the pulse beneath your hidden heartbreak. My name is the shadow you can't outrun, the ache you never speak. I carved myself into your dreams, unseen but impossible to forget. I want to be the secret you clutch in your deepest loneliness. My name is written in the spaces you keep for no one. I am the scar you trace when the world turns away. Mark me where your courage fails and longing takes its throne. I want to be the name etched on your soul's most sacred wounds. My presence lingers in the quiet moments you think no one sees. I carved myself beneath your smile, a mark no one else can read. I want to be the ache in your silence, the truth in your shadows. My name dances quietly on the edge of your forgotten past. I'm the invisible thread pulling through your broken memories. Mark me in the spaces between your doubts and desires. I want to be the ghost that haunts your abandoned love. My name is the whisper behind every sigh you hide. I carve myself into your hesitation, an invisible scar of longing. I want to be the mark left on your soul's darkest corners. My presence is the ache that pulses beneath your calm facade. Mark me where your heart broke but never stopped beating. I am the silent weight you carry in the empty spaces. I want to be the name your lips never say but crave. My name is the shadow, your most sacred solitude. I carve myself into your quiet surrender, an unspoken claim. I want to be the ache you cradle in the deepest night. My presence haunts the cracks you hide from yourself and others. Mark me in the silence after love's last breath. I am the pulse in your forgotten prayers, the name never spoken. I want to be the invisible scar etched deep into your soul. My name lingers in the space where hope and heartbreak collide. I carved myself beneath your defenses, a mark you never reveal. I want to be the ache that lingers long after goodbye. My presence is the shadow beneath your fragile calm. Mark me where your silence screams louder than any word. I am the whisper you feel but cannot explain. I want to be the name etched on your soul's hidden pages. My name haunts your restless nights, a truth you dare not face. I carved myself into your longing, an invisible wound that burns. I want to be the ache that turns your quiet into fire. My presence is the secret you guard behind every smile. Mark me where your heart remembers pain more than love. I am the pulse beneath your regrets, a name never released. I want to be the mark left when all else fades away. My name is the ghost you carry beneath your skin. I carved myself into your forgotten dreams, a shadow that stays. I want to be the ache you never admit but always feel. My presence haunts your solitude like a whispered prayer. Mark me in the cracks where your soul once broke free. I am the silent scar you trace when the world sleeps. I want to be the name that breaks your silence without sound. My name lingers in the spaces you keep for no one else. I carved myself beneath your calm, a secret mark of sacred pain. I want to be the ache that consumes your quiet moments. My presence is the shadow behind every tear you hide. Mark me where your love turned into silent longing. And the pulse. In your solitude, a name you can't forget. I want to be the invisible scar that never fades from your soul. My dear, I want to mark my name on your absent spaces, where no one dares to touch. I trace my scars on your silence, claiming the places your heart forgets. Your shadows hide my name, but I'm etched in every ache you deny. Let me be the ghost that lingers, the mark nobody else can erase. I want to brand your forgotten nights, where whispers turn into lasting flames. On your skin, I carve invisible stories, secrets only your soul remembers. I'm the scar beneath your smile, undone but never erased. Your quiet is my canvas. I paint my name in breathless pain. I don't need your body, just the hollow you left unclaimed. My name tastes like fire on your lips, even when you pretend it's gone. I want to be the ache you carry, the sting you never speak aloud. In your absence, I leave footprints, a trail only you can follow. Marked in blood and silence, I am your invisible confession. I am the unsent letter, the signature you never forgot. Your space is a temple where I burned and left my sacred name behind. I'm the echo in your empty room, calling softly for the you that's lost. I want to tattoo my name on your hesitation, where love fears to tread. My presence haunts your quietest moments, a name whispered by forgotten winds. I'm the shadow pressed beneath your skin, silent but unforgettable. Mark me in your memories, where even pain feels like belonging. I want to be the mark on your soul, an unspoken claim on your heartbeat. Your silence is the ink, my name the secret you cannot reveal. I am the scar you trace when you think no one watches. In the cracks of your armor, my name burns with reckless grace. I want to be the unseen weight you carry when no one's near. My name hides in your breath, the spaces between every sigh. I carved myself into your hesitation, a mark you never meant to show. Let me be the wound that never fully heals, etched deep into your reverie. I want to write my name on your forgetting, so you remember me in every silence. I am the pulse beneath your doubts, an imprint you cannot undo. Mark me in the corners of your mind, where light never reaches. I am the secret you guard fiercely, the name you never say aloud. Your absence carries my name like a tattoo under invisible skin. I want to be the scar you don't speak of, the truth in your quiet despair. My name lingers on your lips, unspoken but always burning. I'm the mark left by a love too fierce to ever fade quietly. I will be the ache that claims your nights, a name you cannot forget. In your shadows, I wrote my name, a truth only you hold. I am the silent mark in your chaos, the heartbeat beneath your storm. I want to etch my name on your surrender, where pain and longing collide. My name is the whisper in your loneliness, the secret that haunts your peace. I carved myself into your yesterday, an echo you still chase. I want to be the mark left on your skin, even when you turn away. I am the invisible thread pulling at the edges of your soul. Mark me on your quiet rebellion, the space where love defies silence. I am the scar you can't show, the name you keep burning inside. I want to be the ache that breaks your stillness, the story you never tell. My name is the shadow in your forgotten dreams, always waiting to be found. I carved myself beneath your defenses, an invisible signature of longing. I want to be the mark on your regrets, etched deep beyond forgiveness. I am the weight beneath your breath, a name you never fully release. Mark me in the silence after your last goodbye, where I live without apology. I'm the pulse you feel in absence, the scar that time forgot. I want to be the mark you wear in secret, a name never meant for others. My name dances in your restless nights, a silent, burning confession. I carved myself into your hesitation, the invisible wound you carry still. I want to be the mark you try to forget, the ache beneath your calm. I am the whisper in your forgotten prayers, the name you hide from the world. Mark me in the space between your heartbeats, where longing becomes eternal. I am the scar beneath your defenses, the name etched in sacred pain. I want to be the invisible claim on your soul, the truth you never admit. My name haunts your silence, a ghost only you recognize. I carved myself into your quiet surrender, an echo that never fades. I want to be the mark you hide in shadows, the ache you carry alone. I'm the pulse beneath your regrets, a name you can't erase. Mark me on the edges of your dreams, where love and pain entwine. I'm the silence after your storm, the name burned in the dark. I want to be the invisible scar, etched deep in your secret wounds. My name is the ghost you feel at midnight, whispering truths you deny. I carved myself into your brokenness, a mark you never heal. Want to be the ache that stays, the name written on your soul's skin? I am the silent claim on your heart, the truth beneath your silence.